Hello everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Brew. Donovan Kelly here. Today we're talking about Banff and Banff National Park and Banff Ave Brewing and Banff Beer Fest, all good things Banff. So let's just get into it. So obviously Banff is like one of the best places in Canada, arguably the most renowned national park in Canada. There are so many awesome things to do in Banff National Park, but today, based on the title, I'm here to talk about the breweries. Banff Ave Brewing Company. Now Banff Ave is right on Banff Ave. It's right on the main drag. So when you are downtown shopping away, going into stores, it is like one of the best spots to just pop in, have lunch, have a beer break, or if your whole family's shopping and you want to duck out for a little bit. It's just such an unbelievable spot. Downstairs, they got this little, it used to be like a full-on swag room, but now there's a bunch of tables in there, and it seems like a really good spot for locals to just pop in and have a quick beer and then, you know, go on their way. If you want to go in there and grab a beer, you're more than welcome to. And like I said, the swag there is really good. Like in terms of going to breweries, I don't know, I've been to over 100 breweries. Banff Ave Brewing is probably in the top 10% in terms of swag. Like they have everything. If you want hats, toques, hoodies, sweaters, crew necks, Christmas sweaters, socks, koozies, like you name it, they got it. Aside from sunglasses though, I forgot to bring sunglasses and I was really hoping to grab some there, and they said there would be some in April of 2023 or something like that. So no sunglasses, but that's beside the point. That's a really good spot downstairs. Now you head up the stairs and oh boy, you're in for a real treat. You find a ton of seating, tons of TVs, there's a pool table, there's just kind of like little nooks for people to sit everywhere. There's some glass windows where you can see the mash tun and some of the fermenters, so you can see the beer getting brewed on site, which I always love. If you know me, you know I love that. Their core beers are nothing to complain about. I love their White Wit. They got a great black pilsner, and I think it's a smashed in or head smashed in IPA. All of those are really good. I've had them tons before in the past. You can obviously buy them at most places in Calgary and a lot of liquor stores that sell craft beer throughout Alberta. But their seasonals is where I really start to get excited, because when we popped in last Saturday, I just said, what do you got that's new? And it's like, when's the last time you've been here? It's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. And he said, well, you gotta try this, you gotta try this, you gotta try that. Okay, so this is the cherry, no, was it the cherry sour? Or no, it was the blueberry lemon sour. The blueberry lemon sour. Brittany said it was the most sour beer she's ever had in her life, so let's give her a go. Oh. Holy shit. Like the guy was saying, if it's already gonna be a sour beer and you throw in a bunch of lemon juice, that's just gonna add so much extra to that punch in your mouth. Whew. Wow. I'm not gonna lie though, this is one hell of a flight. Was it Too Fast, Too Furious? Too Fast, New England IPA. Lots of grapefruit flavors coming out of that. This is probably one of the most flavorful Kolsch's I've ever had in my entire life. It's like spiced pear Kolsch. Oh yeah, a spiced peach Kolsch. This is one of the most delicious Kolsch's ever. It's not very carbonated though. Even as soon as it got to the table, the head evaporated in about 10 seconds. Oh. Just a solid lunch at Banff Ave Brewing. This is Donovan here in his element. Just enjoying life right now. All in all, I love to try their seasonals. They almost never disappoint, although this time their sour beer was a little too sour for me. The food for me is almost always exceptional. They do fries really well, so if you have like chicken or burgers or anything like that with French fries, you know, it's gonna be pretty good. I got the burger, Brittany got the fried chicken, and both seem delicious. The fried chicken, she absolutely loved it. For me, I love pub food, so I'm always gonna really like it. Now, the service, usually amazing. It's a very busy place though, so you got to keep in mind when you get there, there could be like a lot of families with kids. I always just try and go to the bar, but if the bar is full and the restaurant's kind of full, you know, service is going to take a little bit longer. I'm okay with that. I kind of know that walking in. If you're going there on like a really busy Saturday, like it's Banff, Alberta, like it's just going to be busy, so you just got to expect that. Another great thing is their off sales. So Banff Ave Brewing is actually part of AlBEERta. So AlBEERta technically started, I think, in Jasper, and it was called Bear Hill Brewing. So in 2005, they opened up Jasper Brewing Company, And then I believe in 2011 they opened Banff Ave Brewing Company. So Last Best Brewing and Distilling opened up in Calgary in like 2015. And then Campio Brewing opened up in Edmonton like 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. So all 4 of those breweries fall under the AlBEERta. So you can get an AlBEERta hat or shirt at any one of these locations, and it'll probably just say like Last Best or Banff Ave Brewing or something like that. So if you are, in Alberta and you're like, what is up with all of these AlBEERta hats or shirts? Like, cause you do see them around quite a bit, like that's why. Either way, you can get off sales at Banff Ave Brewing, and it'll be from all of these other spots. So you can try the beer from Campio. You can get a delicious Jasper the Bear Ale, or you can get Last Best Brewing and Distilling gin there, or vodka, or try the Tokyo Drift IPA. So there's a lot of options. So if you are there for lunch and you don't really want to go to a liquor store and make another stop, you can just load up everything there and go home back to the hotel room and sip on some delicious locally Alberta made products. This video is not sponsored, by the way. It sure sounds like it is. I really like Banff Ave Brewing. It's a really great brewery in Banff. So if you're there for the weekend, you want to check it out. It's just like one of those spots that I just think is super cool. In the same weekend, I was able to go to the Banff Beer Festival and actually work it this time. So I've actually never really been behind the bar at a beer fest before. So this was kind of fun. This is new and exciting. They went back to the place that they typically host the Banff Craft Beer Festival, and that is Cave and Basin. So this is just a little bit of a drive away from the town of Banff, and this is a spot where, I don't know, there's like all of these cool caves and basins, I guess. The Cave and Basin is just like a really cool castle-like building that houses all of these really cool like thermal mineral springs, like these hot springs. You can pay to get in. You can't actually like go and bathe in the hot springs like you can in Banff or Jasper or Radium or all these other places in Canada that do have, the cold pools and the warm pools and the hot pools and things like that. So it's not quite like that, but it's just like a really nice building with lots of, it's kind of more of like a museum, I guess you could say. Banff Beer Festival is an event hosted by AlBEERta Beer Festivals, and this year there was 60 different vendors, mostly beer, but still some cider, some spirits, and some non-alcoholic options. There was also 8 different food vendors as well. Working the Dandy booth, we were right beside the Rimrock Hotel, and oh my God, they had the most delicious brisket sandwiches. Brisket sliders, I believe, with like homemade kettle cooked potato chips. Whew, really tasty. The event was held on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday during the day, 1 hour break, and then another event Saturday at night. There is shuttle buses that go from Banff to Cave and Basin, so you are covered there, and I think that is included with your ticket. Beyond that, there is hotel packages, so you get a pretty good deal if you wanted to get a nice hotel in Banff. $175 per person would get you a hotel and a ticket. So really not too bad. They do try and make it a good bundle for you so you can get a nice weekend in Banff, which is really important. The event is ticketed, and when you are there, you do have to buy tickets. So most beers for like a 5-ounce sample would be 2 tickets, some are 3, maybe some are 4, I doubt that. Each ticket's $1, so you're spending $2 on a sample everywhere you go pretty much. And some of the food is up there, 6 to 10 tickets depending on what you want to get. It's not the cheapest event in the world, but it's really cool. And you get to try a bunch of different things. Being behind a booth this time, wow, I can't believe how many like really drunk people there are.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, turn the volume off when you, oh yeah, she knows how to pour.
I'm usually one of those drunk people, so it was fun being on the other side, having a good time with the people, pretty much serving up some great dandy beers that they had to offer. Everyone loved the tropical sour and the coconut stout, and I think all in all, everyone had like super good reviews, and they were so happy that the Banff Beer Festival was back at Cave and Basin, because it was just, I don't know, it's something that people really like to go to. It's like that one event a year that they really look forward to. And it was just pretty awesome. So that's a wrap up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe to this video if you did enjoy watching it and you want to see some more beer related content. Appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you guys in the next video.